Welcome to the new episode of Statistical Computing. In this session, I am going to discuss about the measure of dispersion. Let's see about the dispersion in detail. The measure of dispersion specifies the scatteredness of data. It explains the difference of data from one another, providing a precise view of the distribution of data. The measure of dispersion displays and give us idea about the variation and the central value of an individual item. In other words, the dispersion is extent to which value in distribution differ from the average of the distribution. It gives us an idea about the extent to which individual item may vary from one another and from the central value. Thus, it is also known as the variation or the scatteredness. Let us understand the idea of dispersion with the help of example. On your screen you can see three different series. Series A contains a same number 45 times. Series B contains the values 35, 39, 41, 42 and 43. And series C contains 10, 18, 35, 57 and 80. If you find the mean of these three series, so the mean of these three series are the same, where AM is 40. However, the values of series are different from one another in terms of the formation of this series. In the first series, all the values are same. In the second series, the difference of the values are lower compared to the series C. When the extent of variation of the individual values of the distribution or the series in relation to their average or in relation to other value is large than the measure of central tendency, or the average cannot be representative of the distribution. Hence, it is important for any investigation not only to know the average of any type, but also the scatteredness of the various observation of a distribution. Let's see the characteristics of dispersion. It should be easy to calculate and simple to understand. It should be based on all the observation of series. It should be rigidly defined. It should not be affected by only the extreme values. It should not be unduly affected by sampling of fluctuations. It should be capable of further mathematical treatment and the further statistical analysis. Let's see the types of dispersion. There are two types, absolute measure and the relative measure. Absolute measure of dispersion are expressed in unit of variable itself, like kilograms, rupees, centimeter, marks, etc. The types of absolute measures are range, interquartile range and the quartile deviation, mean deviation and standard deviation. Let's see about the relative measures. The relative measure of dispersion are obtained as a ratio or the percentage of the average. These are also known as the coefficient of dispersion. These are pure numbers or a percentage totally independent of the unit of measurements. The types of relative measures are coefficient of quartile deviation, coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of standard deviation and the coefficient of variation. Thank you for watching my video. We'll meet soon in the next session.